Sorry about that. I don't know how many minutes we've been going, but I invited my brothers to join me, and Simon's preoccupied, as you can imagine. He's got the junior, so he's busy. But I thought it'd be fun on Monday nights to talk about movies. So maybe not necessarily with my brothers all the time, but at least my brothers are. I love movies, and my favorite people to talk to about movies are my brothers, and anyone that's been around the Yee brothers. Whenever we get into a group setting, we're at a gathering. Um, we, it's just fun. I mean, I hate to toot our own horns, but it's fun when the four Yee brothers gather and we just talk about nothing. And all our wives actually hate the things we talk about. They actually find it annoying, but I know that our guy friends love being there. So we just wanted to talk about, Monday movie. I might invite different guests here and there. All my friends that are into movies, maybe some of my friends that actually work in the movie industry. But tonight, what I wanted to do was talk about. I'm going to change my background in a second, but um, one movie that my brother Jess said would be a good movie for me to check out with the girls is Sonic. And I mean, raise your hand if Sonic was the movie that you wanted to see when you saw the trailer. I mean, most of us thought it was ridiculous, especially when it had the original and original animations, and then they had to redo it. Um, I didn't even know Jim Carrey was in it until I saw the trailer, and that's kind of when I wanted to start watching the movie because Jim Carrey in the trailer is awesome. It's like classic Jim Carrey. It's like that's what we love about Jim Carrey. We don't love his artsy fartsy dramatic serious stuff. We love it when he's playing some other character or some impersonation. And so this is classic Jim Carrey in doing what he's good at. Playing that part. So, anyways, Andy, did you watch it also? I think you're muted. No, you didn't watch it? Okay, all right. So, Jess is going to uh, talk a little bit about that movie, maybe do a spoiler free review of why you like the movie and why you'd watch it with your girls. We'll give you the.
Yeah, I think for me, it was the same kind of feeling. I saw the first trailer. I was like, oh God, this is going to be a terrible movie. Video game movies in general have always been bad. Um, uh, and then, they redesigned it, which is cool. But, uh, you know, I just, we just went in because we just wanted to watch a movie with kids. There was nothing much out. Uh, and so we're like, oh, we'll just watch Sonic. It's probably a dumb movie, but the kids might like it. It's just gonna be stupid. But we actually ended up liking it. It was actually a really good movie in terms of it's a family friendly, family fun movie. James Marsden is in it, and he's hilarious. Anytime he plays a comedic role, it's pretty funny. He kind of plays the everyman nice guy in the movie, but thought it was impressive from him to be pretty much doing the whole movie. It's just basically him and Sonic for most of the movie. And so he's literally acting by himself for most of the film. But I mean, it's pretty straightforward plot and all that stuff, but I thought it was done really well in terms of just it not taking itself too seriously. And then with Jim Carrey's character being Dr. Robotnik, when you look at him in the trailer, you're like, this is typical Jim Carrey. But at the same time, like the video game side of you is like, this doesn't look anything like Dr. Robotnik, and it looks totally lame and stupid. But don't want to spoil anything for anybody that still wants to watch the movie. But it's sort of kind of like a setting up of the Sonic story that they're creating. I'm assuming the movie I think did well. I'm assuming they'd make a sequel for it. It's sort of set up for a sequel if they decide to do it. But yeah, I just the kids liked it. Even when it came out on Digital Home for Shelter in Place, we ended up buying it and to watch it again and just have it. But yeah, it was. I think it does a good balance of uh, fan service for people that played the original Sonic games, and then just for like new generation, like my daughters, they just really enjoyed it. They thought it was funny. Oh, did I lose you guys? Oh, I think you guys are muted.
Okay,
Oh,
okay. So side question: if you when you buy a movie, what rights do you have? Like, can I now watch that movie also? I mean, or is it like specifically licensed to your computer? Side question,
Uh,
right?
I'm not sure. I like it was either rent it for $10 or $5 or $10 or buy it for 20. We figured it's like, pay like a movie ticket to just own it on digital. I bought it through PlayStation Store, I believe.
Okay. Oh, because you had some
And
you had some credit.
yeah, and so it plays only on PlayStation Store, and I can stream it on my phone and do AirPlay or whatever if I want to.
How do you stream it on your phone?
PlayStation PlayStation Video app.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they have a app for PlayStation movies and stuff.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
So really, for me, the only reason I want to watch it is because I want to see Jim Carrey again. Um, and so what I wanted to do for the rest of our time, we're all dads. We all, I have three girls. Jess has three girls. Andy has a girl. We're all busy. We gotta go take care of our girls. So I don't want to take a lot of my brother's time. So in the time remaining, just want to talk about like our favorite Jim Carrey movies. So Andy, uh, Jess and I have talked a lot. Why don't you start? What's your favorite Jim Carrey movie?
It, I think it probably just has to be Dumb and Dumber. Um,
Gosh, how old were you when Dumb and Dumber came out?
what was that? 1996?
I'm gonna look it up.
94.
94.
Oh, okay.
When I graduated high school.
Yeah. I mean that movie has been with us, for a long time. I think it's such a dumb movie, but I think the Fairley brothers crafted it in a way that it just works. Like everything about it, like every line, every line, the dialogue, it's all executed perfectly, and which is why we, even after Dumb and Dumber, we continue to watch those movies made by those brothers. Yeah, I mean, but then going back to when we were all younger, like Jim Carrey was like the biggest comedic star ever. I mean, Ace Ventura and The Mask, and then the rest is history. I mean, even before that, we all knew him as James Carrey in Living Color. So
right.
like that was kind of like his where he really came into the spotlight almost. But yeah, I think Dumb and Dumber would have to be my answer, just because I'll always love that movie. Not so much the prequel or the sequel, but that just everything about that movie is just perfect, and it's hard to argue unless you just don't. If you don't get it, then that's your problem. That's your fault.
I don't know about your wives, but my wife hates the movie. She thinks it's like, why would you? The movie's in the name, like it's dumb. Like why do you guys find that so amusing?
Yeah, I think that was like the last movie I can think of that I watched in the theater. The last comedy movie where literally everybody in the audience jumped up, like cracking up and just going nuts over that ending. I don't remember the last time I went to a comedy movie where people actually literally jumped out of their seats because they were so, just like, what the? Yeah. You know what I'm talking about, right? The ending of that movie.
Yeah.
Which
with
part?
the bikini models?
They're like, we're looking for like boys to grease us up
before every show.
Like, you're in luck.
You're in luck. There's a town that way. And so everyone's like, oh no, you're so dumb. But that's not even the punchline of the joke when he chases after the bus, and then he's like, my friend's a little slow. The town is actually that way.
And that's the whole movie. That's
everybody just jumped out of their seats. I remember that.
No, that's the whole movie.
Yeah, I think I was with Sai and his friends when we watched
Do you
that.
realize what you've done?
Yeah, because you think Lloyd or Lloyd's smart enough, like the audience, and then he runs after her, and then he's like, then you realize he's even dumber. So it's like, it's just so it's so
Oh
good.
no, that's like the whole movie, right? Like earlier, like, oh man, they're checking out the behind of the couple, and like, man, he must work out. Like that's the whole movie. or like, wait, so
yeah.
one in a million. So you're saying there's a chance?
Yeah, or you had gloves this whole time? Yeah. It's Aspen.
We're in the Rockies. Yeah, that's
yeah.
another thing. Like we've all like memorized that movie.
Oh yeah,
because we watched it so many times.
John Denver's full of whatever.
Not the Rockies, it'd be a little
And
rockier.
it's those types of movies that are kind of iconic where you'll say a line like that, and there's another dude that like you might not even know the guy, and he'll just like look at you like, yeah, I know that line.
Yeah. What are the other iconic lines? Like put another shrimp on the Barbie.
Yeah.
You're from Austria, and
big gulps, huh?
Yeah. I use that line sometimes. Big gulps, eh? Well,
or like when he comes back with a motorcycle after selling the van or whatever, and you're like thinking that Jeff Daniels is going to be angry, but he's not.
So that was good. That probably would have been my choice too, Andy, is Dumb and Dumber, but I could think of a lot of other ones that are.
So
yeah.
Did you guys watch the sequel? Because I didn't. Dumb and Dumber or whatever.
No, I
feel
couldn't.
Like it would taint the original. Just
I couldn't even watch the trailer.
You're talking about like the actual sequel, not the one where they're younger, right?
Yeah, no, not the Jamie.
The actual
Kennedy
Fairly
one.
Brothers sequel one. No, I didn't watch it.
Yeah, the trailer looked bad. I couldn't even finish that. So
yeah, so that was their first movie too, Peter Farrelly and the Farrelly brothers. It was Dumb and Dumber, Kingpin, and then there's something about Mary. So I didn't realize Dumb and Dumber was their first movie.
Yeah.
And gosh, it has such a great cast. And I think Lauren Holly ended up didn't she marry Jim Carrey for a little bit? Like were they married for a little bit?
Yeah, I think they were. I don't know if they're married, but they were definitely dating.
Yeah, they definitely got together because of that movie.
I don't even know.
She's not doing anything right now.
Yeah, I don't remember what happened to her.
She was in Dragon, the Bruce Lee story. Remember?
she played Linda.
Yeah, Linda Lee as a blonde.
Yeah. That movie's great. I know we're talking about Jim Carrey, but
it's a great movie. I love that movie. No joke. I love that movie. Jason Scott Lee. That's the movie that made him.
He's gonna be in Mulan too. I was like, I didn't know that guy was still around.
Yeah, Dragon, the Bruce Lee story was, I forget what it was. That's the movie that made him. And then he had to make Time Cop 2, which nobody watched. And then he made Jungle Book, and that was the end of his career.
So sad.
I think he was in some Universal Soldiers too.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I just remember Dragon. That like the soundtrack, that song from that movie became like the trailer song for every other dramatic movie during the 90s.
Really? I don't remember.
Yeah, that song from Dragon is like that's what the movie's famous for, is that song, and they use that song in like all these other. Anyways.
So what other Jim Carrey movies are we?
Andy mentioned Ace Ventura. I think that is one where both those movies are hilarious. The first one and the sequel. A lot of good one-liners.
Okay, I just want to make sure audio is coming out of the YouTube channel. All right, so Ace Ventura 1 and 2, which I would love to watch that with. So I can't watch any of these movies with my girl. But Ace Ventura 1 and 2 are such classics, but they're not ones I can watch with my girl. And the things he did in that movie, like, oh my gosh, who does that?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Like the whole talking with his butt.
Yeah, Finkel and Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel.
Yeah, it's such a bad movie.
So good though.
What's another? Liar Liar is another classic.
Liar Liar, and then you have what is it in your background? Bruce Almighty.
Yes.
Like Liar Liar, Bruce Almighty, and like Yes Man were all like pretty much the same movie. Right?
Okay, I never saw it.
I just rewatched Yes Man.
Yeah.
I never saw that one.
But they all pretty much have like a similar plot premise, you know.
where he's got to be good or something.
Yeah. Liar Liar was good though.
Yeah, I love Liar Liar. I'm trying to think. I mean, remember Carrie Elways was the bad stepdad to
Yeah,
be.
yeah.
Tried to do the claw.
Yeah. Oh god.
No, my favorite line out of Liar Liar is, "What do you mean? Some people make their careers out of making funny faces," like, which he did with The Mask, right?
Yeah.
And what other movies? Um, no, but Bruce Almighty is actually one of the movies I think from his career was kind of mediocre, but it still holds up as a classic because there's so much good stuff there. I feel like that's the movie that launched Steve Carell's
Yeah,
career.
Steve Carell's character, Evan Almighty, whatever.
Yeah, and Evan Almighty. But that I think Bruce Almighty was right before The Office, and then Evan Almighty came after The Office, after his career launched in The Office. But I mean, Steve Carell was so good in that movie too. And then it was so random to have Jennifer Aniston in that
Yeah.
movie as this, Christian
Who,
girl
who
trying to.
directed who directed that one? Was it?
I don't remember his name. What was
Oh,
his
I
name?
don't know either. Tom Shadyac.
Tom Shadyac. Yeah,
Shadyac.
that's
Shadyac.
what it was.
Sorry.
Yeah. I think that's his name.
Oh, he did Ace Ventura. Sorry,
Yeah.
I thought his name sounded familiar, but I
Yeah.
don't.
And he, I think a lot of, I mean, it was kind of poking fun at religion, but at the same time, there was some good things from it. Like even Evan Almighty is actually a little bit more overtly religious than Bruce Almighty was, I think, in a sense. But I didn't realize that guy actually, faith was a big part of a lot of what he was doing.
Yeah.
Shadyac.
Yeah, this looks like his last movie that he actually directed and wrote was a movie called I Am. I don't know what that is.
Sounds like another faith movie.
Yeah. Um,
All right, let's go down the
other,
list.
yeah,
Let's
Jim
go down the
Carrey.
Jim Carrey list. Okay, so if you've not ever seen In Living Color, the TV series, that's what really launched Jim Carrey's career. He was pretty much is the only Caucasian on the show. I think there
Yeah.
might have been a Caucasian female also, but he was the only Caucasian, and all of his bits were so awesome. Like Fire Marshal Bill, who else?
His Vanilla Ice bit was
Vanilla Ice.
yeah.
That's right. What else did he do on there? I didn't realize Ace Ventura and The Mask were before Dumb and Dumber.
Really?
Yeah, that's what it said. They were all the same year, 1994.
Oh, okay.
Ace Ventura, The Mask,
He
Dumb
did
and
all
Dumber.
those in the same year.
Okay, the
That's
bad
crazy.
thing
There's
he did
also
was
the Riddler.
Yeah, I was just gonna say the year after he did the Riddler, which is a horrible movie, Batman Forever. I never watched Cable Guy because I didn't hear good things. Liar Liar's good. Truman Show was interesting. I actually watched that one with the girls, and that was a departure from what he normally did. Did you guys ever watch Man on the Moon?
I did watch Man on the Moon. So some of his drama stuff is. I mean, he's a good actor.
Yeah.
But obviously, it's definitely better seeing him in the comedy movies.
Yeah. Me, Myself, Irene, and How the Grinch.
Yeah, he did. Was it?
Eternal
Eternal Sunshine, which I didn't watch. I didn't watch Lemony Snicket. He did another Dr. Seuss. Horton Hears a Who. He was Horton, I guess. I haven't
Oh
seen
yeah,
anything.
he was the Grinch.
Christmas Carol. Yep. Mr. Popper's Penguins. So one movie you should check out. I think I was talking to Jess about it last time we were on together. Incredible Burt Wonderstone. It's a movie about Steve Carell being a magician.
Oh yeah.
And then Jim Carrey, he's like the Chris Angel guy that comes in and does like extreme, like he pulls a card, he cuts his face open and pulls a card out.
Steve Buscemi's in that too, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I have to watch that.
What the funny thing is, he was in Kick A 2. I'm not going to say the word because maybe kids are watching. And he actually went back after that and said, "I shouldn't have made that movie. It was too violent."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he boycotted that.
Yeah, just so weird. And then Sonic. That's it. I felt like he made so many more movies, but well, it's good. Any other Jim Carrey memories before we shut this thing down? We've been on for I don't know how long. and on for like, I don't know.
I think that's everything,
Oh.
right?
Yeah, I wish Sai was here. Sai is our edge. He's the one that says everything like it is. And
Yeah.
I think I'd have to beep out a lot of what he says.
Yeah. I will. Yeah. I mean, I guess, yeah.
Oh, I heard good things about this documentary called Jim and Andy.
Oh, is
Did
it?
you guys
Yeah, that just came out right on Netflix, right?
something? I heard
Oh,
it's really good. I haven't gotten around to it.
yeah.
And
Oh,
then,
is it about him playing
Andy
Andy
Kaufman.
Kaufman?
yeah,
Or,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I
then
heard.
there was another drama, but yeah.
Yeah, I heard with Man on the Moon, like Jim Carrey literally got in, like method actor, got into that character so badly that he was Andy Kaufman for that whole production.
Yeah. I heard he did not go out of character for that. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
So he was like Blade, like Blade.
Well, Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, I
Was he
heard
like
he
that?
did. I heard he didn't get out of character during production. He was just Blade the whole
Really?
time.
I heard what's his face, Christian Bale too, didn't get out of character. Like his like dressing room said like, or his, what do you call it? His trailer said Bruce Wayne or whatever. That's how serious he was too.
Huh.
All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you guys taking time out of your day, your week to hang out with me as I try to do this. YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Instagram. I don't know if I'll ever get on TikTok. I don't think they want to see old people on TikTok. But yeah, thanks for chatting with me for like, I don't know how many minutes, 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. And yeah, we'll get another movie Monday night coming. I don't know what I'll talk about next week, but we'll see. All right, guys.
All right.
Any last words?
No.
Okay. All right. Good night, guys. Say hi to your girls for me. Okay, bye.
All right, bye.